Wondery Plus subscribers can listen to Your Stupid Opinions ad-free right now. Join Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Your Stupid Opinions.
Hey!
Hello there. My name is James Pietragallo. I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Jimmie Whisman.
Thank you so much for joining us. We really have some fun stuff for you today. We're going to do some things that people don't. We're going to go to a park outside. Yeah. We're going to do some fun stuff. An amusement park. You know, I was going to say a roller coaster. But yeah.
Not just the park down the street.
No, not just a bench.
And the dinosaur slide.
We're doing cool stuff. We're going to do that. We got a delicious meal to eat. Yeah, good personal items. We'll get right into it, though, here. Before we do, though, definitely follow us on social media. Join the groups that people have. Do all that fun stuff and hang out with us. And keep coming back. And tell your friends also.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and listen to Small Town Murder and Crime and Sports as well. If you like what you hear here. If you don't, then maybe you won't like that. But if you do,
probably won't.
Check it out. So, if you hate us, you're going to hate that probably.
Sorry about it.
Let's get right to it here. Let's go someplace fun. What do you say?
Okay, yeah.
We're going to Playland Park.
Yeah?
This is in Rye, New York, which is, I think,
the,
Westchester County.
Like the
there.
boozy? R-Y-E?
Like the bread, absolutely. So Playland Park, it's got 4.3 stars on Google out of 7,800, almost 7,900 reviews.
That's not good.
No, this place has been around a long time, too. It's one of those places that's been around forever. It was built in 1928.
Holy shit.
Really long. It's a 280-acre park, and it's actually owned by the Westchester County government. Must have been somebody that whoever owned it probably died, and it went into there. And
probate, and the county got it.
That's it. It's at 1 Playland Parkway. I guess that's the street, Rye, New York, and there it is. And it's got 5 roller coasters, 3 water rides.
The government operates a fucking
park,
an amusement park.
Yeah, Westchester's a different kind of place, man.
Yeah,
yeah. Westchester's like really nice.
Can you imagine Anaheim operating Disneyland? I can't.
No, absolutely not. Because those people probably wouldn't pay what it costs to live in Westchester. It's wild out there. So, Johan gives it 5 stars. This is an old-school amusement park built in the 1920s that has a lot to offer for families.
That's frightening.
I guess if you're going for like Coney Island, a nostalgia feel, that sort of thing. A lot of people go to Coney Island. Those are big wooden coasters, same shit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There are rides, games, and an arcade. It's much more manageable than most amusement parks, and it's not very big and has the charm that most places like it do not. It's a smaller, more intimate place, not like a Great Adventure, which is a bigger joint, I know.
Yeah, it's not cold and corporate. It feels very down home and charming.
Because it's old. Somehow I've never been here. As a kid, I was never taken. No, didn't tag along with somebody else's family or anything.
Manitou Springs in Colorado is kind of like that, where there's a penny arcade still that has like the original arcade games. And my friend, there are no graphics. It's like a ball, and you try to roll the ball by tipping the table. It's crazy.
That's it. Yeah, a little table tipper
That's
deal.
It.
You pay to do that.
And there's no goal. It's just like get the ball to the other end. Okay,
do it more times than your friend.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, people used to bet on that shit back in the day. That was
that's
the deal.
Probably what it is, yeah.
Yeah. The park is most appealing to teenagers and kids. No shit. An amusement park? Kids like it. It's a great way to spend a day with the family. It costs $20 to park, but there's always ways to access the park via public transportation. Entrance to the park allows you to walk through the boardwalk right by the water along the way to Rye Town Park. Playland has its own beach and pool as well, but this may cost extra. Overall, it's a great visit.
That's kind of cool.
That's terrific. Here's 4 stars. I don't know if they mean the park or what. Robert says, quote, loving in the wintertime. He just likes fucking when it's cold out. That's all he likes.
I like dippity too.
Yeah, I like humping on a cold wind. That's it. 1 star next up. This is SC is the name. This person says, so, ... which is a great way to start out a 1-star review. It means they had to take a breath. So, okay. This is what happened. My brother-in-law took the kids there for some fun, and the kids felt offended to the point they bursted out screaming and crying because of all the unprofessional employees. They were called the N-word and such by employees.
Oh, my.
And you can't help the other guests' behavior, obviously, but employees, that's above and beyond their scope, I believe, right?
Not good.
Yeah. Well, that's a part of the training when they get you the first week. They're like, listen, tell you what, anybody acts up at all, you hurl the most vicious racial slur you can think of at them. Just really.
Yeah. Just shoot slurs at them. They'll leave.
We have a full list of them here in case you're not up to date on your slurs.
Yeah.
There's all of them. I mean, any ethnicity you could find. We got here for Bulgarians. Didn't even know they had those, did you? Well, they're right here. So
we've got a hue card.
That's right. You hold it up to them.
Just aim away.
Hurl the appropriate slur. I find that unacceptable, the person goes on to say. Yeah, probably. For employees to call children the N-word, you find that unacceptable.
Is that right?
Well,
how noble of you.
So you're really stepping out on a limb here, fella.
Do you hate pedophiles, too?
Wow, yeah. Don't tell me you're against fucking kids, too. Wow, this person's just a moral fucking anchor. Thank you. If you do not care for the racial slurs, then by all means have fun.
Yeah.
If you don't mind your children being called the N-word.
That's your thing.
But if you're strongly against that, find a better environment. Who's not strongly against that? Who is for that? Who goes, True. Oh, that's the park where the people who put you on the ride go, come on, you little N-word. That's not, yeah, we'll go. Let's take the kids there. It's so much fun. What are you talking about? Oh, my God. This is crazy. Okay, 1 star from Claudio. Playland, you are not Six Flags Great Adventure.
Oh, they know. Yeah.
I think they're aware of that, yeah. Not even in the same state, as a matter of fact. Making customers pay for unlimited rides with no other option to pay for individual rides is unfair.
Oh, they only have the all-day pass.
All day or nothing, rather than you can't just go walk around and, piecemeal your day together with rides.
A couple of rides, yeah.
You barely have adult rides, and majority are closed. I'm with my 83-year-old grandmother. That's who the rides are made for. Why? Come on, Grandma. We're going to ride the loop-de-loop. Let's go.
She's always wanted to be there. Why are you trying to kill her, man?
Her fucking head's going to fall off for doing one of those. Old people, you got to keep them, can't jar them too much.
You don't put Grandpa on the Superman ride.
No. I'm with my 83-year-old grandmother, who I wanted to ride the carousel with. She's obviously not getting on all the rides. Clearly not.
Right.
You think it's right to pay for her to have unlimited rides when she just wants to get on one ride? It's messed up.
You think he didn't say that to the manager at the park, too?
Oh, he said, this is messed up. And they were like, we don't really get a lot of elderly people who want to ride the carousel and nothing else. So
we've literally never had it happen. So
yeah, more for kids. This is weird. Please bring back options to pay for individual rides. If not, then it is not worth visiting unless it's for little kids, right. Which is what it's for. And they clearly state that in everything possible that it's for little kids. They don't say bring your grandma down and have a blast at Rye County Playland.
Big
Nobody
day for
says
grandma
that.
on the Goliath.
Yeah, no one says that. Frenchie gives 1 star. Mm-hmm. We went on the Catch-A-Wave and the employee didn't check my brother's seatbelt. That's not good.
No.
That's a safety concern. And then he called him the N-word when he said my seatbelt wasn't fastened. And midway through during the ride, his seatbelt came off.
Oh, no.
Thank God he started screaming, my seatbelt. Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
And the ride was stopped. The worker was unaware, though, even after he was yelling. Some of us had to yell to him to stop the ride.
Oh, boy.
Also, when we got there were many rides that were closed. I heard a ride was shaking, so they closed it, and one ride was closed because on Friday it was stuck for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
This place is really unsafe and outdated. I understand the 1920s aesthetic, but they really need to upgrade the equipment to current date technology.
Yeah, let's put some new seatbelts in these.
That's the ones that fit children, because that's what it's for. Here is Christy, 1 star. Review for the amusement park. Well, yeah, that's what you're here for. Thank you. The worst staff I've ever come across as a whole.
Okay.
Not for amusement parks, for anything.
Just as a whole. Yeah.
Worst staff who've ever operated an endeavor. The place is run by people in their early 20s. Oh, well, you're lucky they're not 16, actually.
Babe, that's all of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm shocked they're not teenagers. Good for you.
How did they get the such elder statesmen of parks to occupy this place.
Everyone looked miserable. Yeah, that's probably because they're college graduates who work at fucking Playland.
College kids on fucking spring break or whatever break they're on, because if they're 20, that's not a person yet.
No, they're still forming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll still figure it out. Not one smile.
No
smiles.
You don't get smiles out of these people.
No, that'd be extra. That costs extra. From the you want the day long ride pass and smile package. That's an extra few bucks.
Yeah.
From the moment we stepped into the park, they were having side conversations and cursing in front of our kids.
Have you been to a water park? That's all they do.
And also, it is New York too. I got to be honest with you. Little kids walk around and like, let's go on that fucking ride. They're 11. It's just how it is here.
Look at this fucking thing.
It's just how it is. I don't know how to fix that, but that's the thing. From the moment we stepped in, they're doing that. I could probably count 20 times I heard the F word. That's it.
Yeah.
Shocking.
That's pretty good.
One ride, the two staff members completely ignored our child who was waiting to be let on the ride. They wanted to finish their private conversation before getting back to attending their respective rides. Also, cursing at times.
Of course.
Calm down about the cursing. Everyone in Westchester knows the park went downhill a long time ago, but this was by far the worst visit. We won't be going back. Okay. Thank you. I'm sure they'll... Yeah. And then this, I love this one. 1 star. Have had many incredible memories here and encountered my first disappointment. Oh, boy. Let's see what you got. Daniela, by the way. Yeah, Daniela. The place overall is beautiful. Incredible memories they've had before this. But the staff that works in the Kittyland section was very rude and disrespectful and cursing in front of or even at the kids and parents.
In Kittyland.
In Kittyland.
Yeah.
Let's not put Don Rickles in Kittyland, maybe. Let's put him somewhere else.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? This is great. I love this. And parents under her breath, but was loud enough to be heard. And she spoke back being told she was heard and rude. So she told them, someone said, hey, I can hear you cursing. And she said, shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Eat shit.
Good. That's what I meant. I wouldn't have said it out loud if I didn't want you to hear it.
That's why I said it.
Then there's the next line. She got her chest out, not chest, her chest.
Chest.
Got her set out.
In her night.
Yeah, she's like, white or black, motherfucker? Which one you picking? We're getting it on. And was ready to fight.
Clock. Your turn. Yeah.
Yeah, ready to fight, beat you over the head with a chessboard. Totally inappropriate and unprofessional, I would say. Teenagers that act like that, especially in that section of the park, should not be employed where kids are if they're looking for fights. Only if they're looking for fights. Totally disgraceful and disgusting. My God, that is so disgraceful and disgusting.
Swear at your kid, and then when you're mad at it, they'll fight you for it.
They'll fight you. What'd you say? Yeah, motherfucker, I called your kid the N-word. Like, huh? Here is 1 star. I brought my great-grandkid, 2 years old, and it didn't measure him then before I'm going to get on the ride. There's no punctuation, so I got to figure this out. We had to pay for adults to be with him. My 2-year-old could not get in no ride because they have a measuring him before we pay once you're inside. They do not have one once you pay, which is ridiculous. Have a robbery.
So
have a robbery. Hey, how you doing, pal? Have a robbery. That's the best line. Have a robbery.
That is a funny way of running business where they're just like, all day pass? Sure, here you go. Now take him over there after I've taken your money and see if he can get on any of these rides.
Sorry.
Oh, just missed. That's called robbery.
Have him stand over there with that guy's grandmother who's 83 there. They just in the carousel only section.
She's not riding shit either.
Put him on there.
Have a robbery.
Maybe if he stands on her shoulders and we get a big trench coat, they can both go on all the rides. What do you say?
Have a robbery.
Have a robbery. All right. Have a good one. Have a robbery. Okay. Next one. There's a couple left here that are great. 1 star. This is kind of a long one here. But when they name people, I love it because that means they're really mad.
Shit.
This is Man, M-A-N-N. Terrible I experience with the go-kart staff. We're starting out hot. Terrible I experience. Terrible I experience with go-kart staff.
Yeah.
Wheels.
He's very, very Baby Yoda.
That's what I mean. Wheel street not on, up, down, don't, work doesn't. Like, what the fuck are you talking? I couldn't get out. I'm laughing too hard. Both Travis and his reporting supervisor, Ricky.
Uh-oh.
Okay, why does it feel like every single go-kart attraction in the nation has a Travis and a Ricky working them? I don't know. But it's always Travis and his supervisor, Ricky.
Ricky.
Both Travis and
Ricky is a failed fucking NASCAR driver, so he knows all his shit about go-karts.
He's like, you slow little pussies. Call that kid the N-word. Travis, call that kid the N-word, would you? It's policy.
Tell him if he's not first, he's last.
He's last. Let's go. Both Travis's reporting supervisor, Ricky, was absolutely careless when they saw a woman come off the go-karts with a child, then immediately skipped the whole line to place herself in front of the line again to ride alone.
Oh, that's Ricky's wife, so she just rides all day.
Oh, that's Ricky's cousin. She does that all the time. She has her own cart. It's the pink one right there. She knows.
You see the rat tail on that toddler? That's Ricky's
That's the
kid.
one. Ricky was not helpful. Ricky not being helpful? Weird. Isn't that strange? Ricky was not helpful in explaining why that had occurred and shrugged his shoulders along with the rest of the staff. They said, who fucking cares? We don't care. Afterwards, I asked to speak to Ricky's reporting supervisor and came across an ops manager named Justin. The Justins, that's the hierarchy of amusement parks. The Justins oversee the Rickies, who then impart that knowledge down to all the Travisi all the Travis and Travisi of all, and the Darrells if they're working in a different section. Depends on what part of the country you're in. Wow, that's fucking amazing. He said it's just to show how the staffing has become so bad and unsupported in what is supposed to be a family-friendly location. Man.
Boy, is that confusing and long-winded.
That's a lot. Oh, there was more to it that it didn't even make sense, and I'm like, we don't have time for that.
Had enough of Ricky, Travis, and Justin.
Had enough of Justin, Ricky, Travis, and Man, the guy who wrote that as well. Next up, Halima, 1 star, all caps, nasty, nasty, nasty.
Uh-oh, what'd you find?
Which sounds like should be on a sign outside a titty bar. Nasty, nasty, nasty.
There's one in Phoenix now called Dirties.
Oh, perfect, exactly. That's not surprising. And ghetto, as my 12-year-old would say, as everybody would say. No one stays in the lines, and they're ridiculously long and crowded. No one stays in the line. And no, I work a 9 to 5, can't go on a weekday. She goes on the weekends. Yeah. There's rude kids and their mentally, emotionally challenged parents.
What?
Mentally challenged parents always bring their kids to the amusement park that behave worse than the kids. There should be a cap on how many people are allowed in the park on weekends. No more than 300 for 4 hours, then another batch.
Oh, my God.
The park can't hold no more than that, and that includes the beach, too. Playland, more like dirt land.
Okay.
Wow. Then the last...
Better than that, but all right.
The last 2, 1 star, terrible, just terrible, exclamation.
Tell me why.
I brought my daughter there, and we went on this ride that made complete circles in the air. Forgot the name, I guess, of the ride.
The
Not his daughter.
Twirl?
Yeah.
Shit.
My daughter's name, forgot her name.
What with this kid?
That's these circles, fuck my brain up. The workers didn't check the height carefully and let my daughter go. When we went completely up, my daughter would have completely slipped through or damaged her body parts. Damaged, not damaged. Damaged her body parts if her cousin didn't hold on to her. So irresponsible.
Wow. She would have flown out of the ride?
Well, it would have at least damaged her body parts. One of the two. Next up and last up, Kyle here. 1 star. I didn't even know this was an option here, so apparently it's not. Don't allow fishing. Fishing? It's an amusement park.
You brought your fishing pole to the amusement park?
On any part of Long Island Sound near their property, because it's near the water. It's not hurting anyone, and it's not your personal private property, so why do you get to say that I can't fish in the Atlantic Ocean? Park rangers are very friendly, but firm that I needed to get out. BS. You're not allowed to fish there. That's why. What do you fucking want? I don't want some creep. I'm just fishing while there's kids coming in and out. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Bring your daughter and your grandma or shut up. I don't want to hear you.
You're going to catch my toddler, motherfucker. Get out of here.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I called you the N-word. Get out. No, I'm just kidding. It's a white guy. I'm joking. So it's a white guy named Kyle. Yeah. Sure. And his pictures here, too. Okay, so we've gone there. It sounds dangerous. We could have slipped out. We could have fallen. We could have damaged our body parts. Lots of bad things could happen.
We could have gotten caught on a fisherman's line.
We could have been dragged on in. And if we are, then we're going to need a final resting place, aren't we?
What do we got?
Let's find one. Let's go ahead and find it. And I think I found us one. The Bohemian National Cemetery.
Oh, Bohemian. We're all buried nude.
In Chicago. No, not that way. In Chicago, Illinois. And it's a very old place, and it's got like statues and buildings, but seems not to be kept up great here. This is a national cemetery at 5255 North Pulaski Road in North Park, Chicago here. 126 acres. It was, by the way, it has 3.8 stars out of 100 reviews.
That's terrible.
That's not good. It's a cemetery. I would think if the bodies are staying in the coffins, then great. I think 5 stars. So
it's staying in the ground.
That's why I'm not coming up and trying to eat our brains. Then I think we're winning at that point, aren't we?
You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do.
So the cemetery was established by members of Chicago's Czech community. So this is a Czech cemetery. Yeah, the community they were mad when a Czech Catholic woman named Marie Silhanek was denied burial at several Catholic cemeteries in Chicago because she supposedly, and listen to what she did, I mean, you can understand, never made her Easter duty.
What does that mean?
It means when you shit on Easter. No, it's
have to eat a whole bunch of Easter ham.
Going to confession and Holy Communion at least once during the Easter season.
Oh my God! Never once
banished.
Did it. So
banished. This was the 1800s.
Buried with these people? That's terrible.
So the Czechs purchased land, which was then in Jefferson Township, to create a cemetery that they could control and let whoever they wanted in, and that's what they did.
First member, her.
So it's a 150-year-old cemetery, though. It's old. First up, Patricia, 5 stars. There are some curveballs in here, baby. Wow. Okay.
Oh,
my family on my mother's side has been interred here since the early 1900s. It is good to be able to visit my forebears. Forebears.
What?
Forebears is a weird way to put it. Say ancestors or something. In a quiet, beautiful surrounding in the middle of the busy city. Eventually, my husband and I will join them. It gives us peace. I can't wait to die to be here. It almost makes you mad to be alive. As a matter of fact, where's your gun, honey? I'm going to put it in my mouth and blow my fucking brains out. Eventually. Next up, Wasim gives 5 stars. I guess this is the oldest cemetery in Chicago. I went there for a Hindu last rites. Although the place could use some maintenance and renovations, you cannot take away the meaningful calm of the place. The manager is a very nice guy. Keep that in mind for later, by the way. And the staff is very nice, too. Okay, finally.
This can't be the oldest one because it was started because another one wouldn't allow somebody.
Exactly. So it's certainly not. Yeah, because they're
old, I'm sure.
No one died in Chicago before 1877. It was incredible. She was the first death. Next up, Jeff with 5 stars. And this one completely threw me for a curveball because I didn't know this was part of the possible things you could have done here. Well, no, part of like the offerings on the commerce here. 5 stars. We brought our dog Casanova there.
What?
So you think it's a nice place for a dog to run around, right? Bob was very friendly and could tell we had just lost our furry kid. No, this is also a pet cemetery.
Could just tell? How? Because you brought a dead dog to him?
Yeah, I brought a tiny box to him, that's why. He took such great expert care explaining everything to my wife, Kathy, and I. We were very pleased with the services and how the paw prints came out.
Oh, my God. Well, had he done his Easter ceremonies, he probably would have been buried in a Catholic one.
No, his Easter duty, Jimmy. It's his duty. He didn't pop his duty. That's the problem. So this is interesting because the pet people in all the reviews say he's much nicer, this guy, than all the people burying people.
He hates people, loves dogs.
Bob is a great guy and a big pet lover, 5 stars. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Rebecca, 1 star. I would rate 0 stars.
Yeah, if I could.
She keeps that out, actually.
Oh, did she?
She know. You
get it.
She's like, you've heard your stupid opinions. You know what's going on. My mom was buried 2 years ago. Her headstone was placed on the wrong spot.
No.
Come on, man.
You gave somebody else's my mom's marker?
And that's like deep in the at that point you got to wonder, is it easier to just move the body over here? What do we do? Like this is
or is my mom even here?
Yeah, where is she? Do you even know where my mom is? I called the office multiple times and was informed they would fix the issue. A year later and it's still not resolved.
Oh my God. Can't you just bring a shovel and do it
Fuck
yourself?
Me, yeah. I'm taking it myself. Please save your energy and don't use Bohemian services. Don't. Stay away. Ernest, 1 star. This is amazing. Was visiting relatives with my wife on March 14th, 2020. Like others writing reviews, we noticed the alarming number of headstones that fell over. There's a lot of pictures of fallen headstones and leaning on another tall marker. Some areas were flooded, a lot of that too, and headstones were piled on top of each other from the water and ground shifting. They've just kind of,
my God.
Yeah. The grounds are full of leaves and tree branches everywhere and numerous potholes on the roadways throughout the cemetery. I've seen train wrecks not as bad as this condition this cemetery's in.
No, you haven't.
You've seen weak-ass train wrecks then.
You've never seen a train wreck in your life.
Twisted metal, burning bodies, right. People missing limbs, and this person's like, there's leaves on the ground. I see branches. No. Yeah.
The soggy ground made a headstone shift.
Oh, my God.
This is worse than a train wreck.
Worse than anyone I've seen. I've seen train wrecks, not as bad. Bohemian National Cemetery is an excellent candidate for the evening news for not maintaining this wonderful historic cemetery.
You get 5 on your side.
Let's do it. Next up, 2 stars. We had a bad experience. It was just a waste of time. My friend couldn't find her husband's grave. Well, she should probably go see him more.
She doesn't know where
she forgot.
Her husband.
Her husband.
Till death do you part. You don't know?
I'm shaky on where where my grandfather. I know it's this part of the cemetery. Don't remember what row because, it was like 30 years ago. That's her husband. She should know. We called their office. They got to they got to us. The letters are not together. To us 1 hour later and said they forgot, looking forgot.
We're looking. We forgot to call you back, but we're looking for him. Yeah.
So sit there. We don't know where your husband is either. They should put names on the graves so we could see them, or numbers on the graves so you could see them from far away. Bad management. They should do better.
I mean, the rows are marked, right?
I would hope
where the
so.
row is.
I would think so. Dawn, 1 star. The grounds are a mess. Roads within the cemetery are filled with holes, and I've been promised several times they would have my grandmother's headstone engraved, and they still have not done it.
Oh, my God.
That's not great. She will be gone a year in June.
A year to put a marker on this lady's grave.
Jesus, she's just a patch of grass at this point. Help me out here. All I get is excuses. Well, she ain't getting any deader, so, they're like, it's not like she's upset about it. I mean, there's a lot of excuses you can give. Yeah. Time is a real different, flexible concept when we're talking about the dead. Just put my grandmother's fucking headstone up. The woman in the office is rude and useless. Oh, wow. I never have had to deal with such poor customer service and lack of concern for your family member. Yeah. As a national cemetery, you'd think it'd be beautiful and historic.
Well, it's historic. It definitely is.
It is there. Kevin, 1 star. My father passed away last year, and one of the most difficult aspects was the small service we held at Bohemian National.
That was the hard part?
That's the hard part. My father died. It wasn't even getting his finances, his estate in order, the pain.
You think getting over your father being dead is hard. Have a ceremony here. Have a fucking service at Bohemian.
The property itself looks like something out of a Tim Burton movie.
Oh, no. That's awesome, actually.
That sounds cool. Bury me in a place that's twisted and dark. People leave me the fuck alone for once.
Black and white stripes.
Oh, can't wait to see. Just like with scissor hands and shit. Yeah, I want to see that. Scary and not very well maintained, with crumbling roads and dead, broken trees everywhere.
That's where I want to be buried.
This sounds great. The people working there were late to the service to go to the actual grave site and were completely unprepared. They didn't even bring the body. They're like, oh, shit, I told you we forgot something, man. Fuck.
Was that today?
Shit. I got a shovel. I knew I was missing something. The actual placement of the urn into the ground had to be done by myself, kneeling in the frozen mud in a suit. Very unprofessional all around.
You're burying ashes? Is that a thing?
They put they set it in, I think, the urn there. They put it there. Okay, here we go. This person.
Do you call the encasement around the casket an urn?
I'm not sure about. I don't think that. No,
an urn is ashes, right?
Yes, there are people that have. We've talked about this on another one where their urn was stolen. Remember, and
was that the vase or the urn?
I think it's an urn. I think some people do that. I think some people put the urn up there rather than burying a casket.
Wow.
I think so, which seems weird. What if the wind blows the top off or something? You're going to be gone.
I don't like any of this.
I hope you wanted to be spread among a cemetery with your ashes because that's what you are now.
You're resting here, that's for sure.
Here's 1 star. We had a funeral for a close friend. I don't know where to begin with how disrespectful the, and then in quotes, bigger guy was. I guess he wants to say guy? Fat. Yeah. Was that we later might have found out was the president of the cemetery. So this is the guy in charge.
They have presidents.
Yeah, the president of the cemetery. I'm in charge of the whole cemetery. Weep, 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 weep. And he puts his hands on his hips. Oh, I'm going to unleash the Cemetery National Guard and get you out of here. I'm the president. He said during our prayer, he ran up cussing and told us to leave and saying, what do we think we're doing here?
I mean, prayer.
Did he see the thing that was lowering a fucking casket into the ground? It's pretty obvious what we're doing here.
Yeah, you're the president. You should know.
People in suits with a dead. You brought a corpse on my property? What the fuck?
Singing hymns and shit?
Cursing at a funeral. That's fun. He later went on saying to hurry up. Hurry up and get this fucker joker in the ground.
It's Latin. It's a Catholic. Calm down. No. It takes a while.
Well, I have, and this is what the review says, because he has 100 other bodies to bury after this.
Is that what he said?
He said, yeah. What do you think? Your friend is special? I got a stack of corpses over here with choking elephant. Move it along, people.
There's not enough time today.
Jesus Christ. I cannot wrap my head around how someone can ruin a person's funeral like that. That is rough. Zero respect and compassion. That was completely unacceptable, and I will be going further into this, making sure he's no longer working there. Also, not to mention, he's the president. Also, not to mention the stones they ran over right in front of us with their trucks and didn't have enough respect to fix it and put it into place. They're knocking over gravestones while cursing at people in the midst of a funeral.
There's 7 billion people on the planet. You think you're the only one that had somebody die today?
Hey, look, there's a lot of people dead, all right? Keep moving. Here is 1 star. Horrible, horrible owner. Seems to be a theme. We were in the middle of a burial, and he comes up, steps on the grave, and starts swearing. This is his M.O.
That's what he does.
And yelling at us to leave because there was more than 10 people here.
Oh. You can't have more than 10.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
More than 10 is a protest.
That's what, after that, I stopped getting worried you're going to turn on me. Fuck off. We all then started leaving, and he started talking shit to us and kept enticing us. What do you want, your ass kicked in a cemetery? Come here, pal.
You want a box?
Oh, my God. I can't imagine this happening at a family funeral of mine.
That's crazy.
Me and all my cousins would be beating the shit out of this guy. Like, what? How... Are there no able-bodied people in this entire funeral body?
Evidently not.
He'd be in a fucking hole by the end of it. Think about that.
We got a hole dug already. You sure you want to talk like this to us? You're outnumbered, pal.
You're at an Italian grandmother's funeral. We're going to murder you.
There's more than 10 people here. You just said so yourself. How ballsy are you?
None of us will tell, by the way. This is all... Nobody saw a fucking thing.
Well, there'll be no evidence. You're going in the ground.
Oh, man, horrible, horrible cemetery and rude owner. Fuck the owner. Okay. And then I love this, the last one. Liz, 2 stars, all caps, true story. Okay, good.
Okay,
I hope so.
It better be.
Hope you're not bullshitting us here. About 2 years ago, toward the back of this graveyard, toward northeastern, in parentheses, an infant baby.
Oh, God.
Was redug up from the ground and was wrapped in a white blanket and laying on the floor, and flies were swarming it.
What?
So that was a terrible experience I had, and no one was ever held accountable for this.
2 years ago?
Hold on a sec. ... But aside from the terrible job maintaining this, what are you talking about? Aside from the dead baby corpses laying around?
Desecrating a child's corpse.
What the fuck? Aside from that, it contains amazing stories and artifacts. I'm a history buff. Back to the dead baby. Circle back, motherfucker.
It holds amazing stories, like the time they dug up a baby.
Someone dug up a baby's corpse and left it on the ground, and we're all just going to go, aside from that, not a bad day at the cemetery.
For the flies to swarm.
What the fuck? What? Jesus Christ, what is happening right now? Okay, so we're still alive, luckily. Mm-hmm. We didn't have to live there, and we're going to find another place to be buried.
Right.
Now. I don't want that guy yelling at my family. Then they'll murder him. People will be in trouble. And
I don't want him to dig me up and leave me on the side of the grave.
Nope, don't want to do that. So let's get something to eat because I'm starving.
I am so hungry.
I just checked my pocket, Jimmy. We're a little light on funds here. No, we don't have a lot to eat, so we don't have a lot of money. So we're going to have to get something very cheap. Let's go to Walmart and get ourselves a banquet frozen dinner, shall we?
It's not the Walmart. It's the actual product.
The banquet frozen dinner, the Salisbury steak meal to be particular.
I've eaten so many of these.
So have I. Oh man, back in the day. You know why? Because they're $1.68 right now.
Still.
Right now. 20 years ago, they were 99 cents. Yeah, you get them 2 for fucking $1 sometimes. They'd be on sale 10 for $5. Be like fucking score.
50 cents a meal.
So here, do you like to see the box?
I would love to see. Jesus
the
Christ.
Steak, little pile of potato, little pile of corn, little apple
mushroom?
thing.
Little mushroom on it?
No mushroom on this.
What's on the top of the steak?
That's steam. That's steam in the picture, yeah. That's steam rising up. For $1.68, you don't get mushrooms. Mushrooms are for closers. You don't get that at all. $1.68 at Walmart. Banquet Salisbury steak with creamy mashed potatoes and cinnamon apple dessert frozen meal, 11.88 ounces. Okay.
Should we look at the fucking contents of this?
Funny, I have the nutrition facts right in front of me. Odd that you would say that, as a matter of fact.
What's
here
in
they
it,
are.
James?
I don't have the ingredients. I have the nutrition facts. They just describe what's in it there. The Salisbury steak could be anything. 17% of your daily fat is in this, which or 17 grams, 22% of your daily fat. God. 58% of your daily sodium in just this little bit of food.
You better have a salt-free dinner.
I can eat 4 of these fucking things, no problem. Like, no problem.
That's 2 days worth of sodium, James.
You could fold that in half on the fork and pop the whole thing in your mouth.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those. So it's got a lot of cholesterol, too. It's cooking with that. So it's a lot. Let's see what people think, though, because some people love it, and I think there's a nostalgia factor here, too.
Yeah. Because when we were kids, this was all the rage. It's the pie.
Yeah.
The pie used to be cherry. It wasn't a cinnamon apple thing. That cherry
changed
thing
it. The cherry
with the
thing was good.
Oh, fuck.
That was good. They've changed it a few times. Yeah, this is what parents who didn't care what their kids ate gave us.
Didn't care about their kids.
They were like, I don't have time to give you proper nutrition. Throw this in the microwave. Thank you.
It doesn't matter what's in it because it'll go through your body in a second with your fucking high metabolism.
You're just going to run around anyway. 5 stars, and this says the title is TV Dinner. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm having thyroid problems.
Oh, God.
Is that where you expected this to start? Yeah. This reprogrammed my thyroid in a very bad way.
This will reset it.
And I've lost nearly 40 pounds. Golly. All I can do is eat. So apparently this person has the reverse thing, the
thyroid. Yeah, it doesn't work
making
at
them skinny.
Underactive.
If it weren't for these dinners, I wouldn't be able to afford to feed myself 5 dinners a day. Your heart is going to explode.
What?
You too much salt. Too much.
Ask your doctor if this is okay. I don't think it is. I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure.
Make yourself baked potatoes, man.
Yeah,
like
something.
Something like that. Lower sodium. I wouldn't be able to afford to feed myself that. The least I can eat to be able to do what needs to be done. He needs to have 5 of these to be able to do anything. Whew. These dinners are keeping me going till I get treated. I'm just saying thank you. I'm just here to say thank you for keeping me alive, Banquet.
Hopefully this will keep me.
And that's the thing. If you don't have a lot of money, this is not a choice. This is
a necessity.
This is 12 ounces of food for $1.68. That's what this is. And
this is 12 ounces of sodium.
I mean, it's sodium, but it's it'll stop your stomach from growling.
My God.
5 stars. Such a delicious meal to make. Such a delicious meal to make, not to mention how ... That's the title of this. And then Okay. I love this meal so much. So it doesn't start after a ... So
Right.
I love this meal so much because it's so tasty. Not to mention it's so easy to make as well. Yeah, it's in the fucking microwave. I can have a full course meal. Calm down. Calm down, Kato Kalin, saying that he didn't eat the main course of his McDonald's. I can have a full course meal with steak for dinner. That's not really steak. Using my microwave. It makes my meals so easy and tasty. Please check on this person.
Yeah.
Whoever it is. If you know the person reviewing this, please check on them.
Just so you know, friend, there's no cut from a cow called the Salisbury.
This is from the Salisbury region. It's this Black Angus Salisbury right here. It's delicious. Only can be eaten with gravy,
though.
though.
There's no butcher on the planet that can carve the Salisbury out of it.
Let me get I want like a 2-inch thick Salisbury cut. Can I have that, please? Do you have that back there, Mr. Butcher, sir?
Holy shit. I want to know what the Salisbury cut really is.
It really is.
A mash of them, right?
I think it's whatever fell on the floor while they were making hamburgers, and they make a patty out of it, and they're like,
this, right?
if we cook it and put gravy on it and freeze it, no one will know it fell on the floor, right?
Yeah.
No. Wow.
The thin part of the gravy. It's not even gravy.
Oh, no, it's not gravy. It's just
so thin. It's like an au jus.
Thin brown sauce is what you get in there. Next up, 5 stars. Everything's in all caps. Mm-hmm. Thank you is the heading. Thank you.
Everybody with the thank you. This is grateful, folks.
Thank you for the incredibleness Salisbury steak meal banquet dinner brings. The incredibleness, not I can afford it, so I'm eating it.
Yeah.
The taste is such a piece of heaven on earth.
What?
It smells heaven on earth. Imagine if you took this person to a half-decent restaurant. They'd be blowing the waiter like, this is amazing. Please, I can't believe you brought me this.
Like a fucking Ruby's or something.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Ruby's.
You could say, you take this person to a Chili's, their head will explode.
As many chips as I want.
Oh, my God. It smells, and smells is with an apostrophe. Mm-hmm. It smells really good, and it's the perfect seasoning. Seasoning. No, just brown shit on floor meat. That's all it is. With a teaspoon of mashed potatoes.
Liquid smoke or something.
Yeah, watered down liquid smoke. And then finally, thank you. Again, closes it with a thank you.
Wow.
4 stars. The 5 stars are better than the 1 stars here.
True.
4 stars. This is a very good meal and very inexpensive at $1.68. You know what? One of those is true. One of those 2 things is absolutely accurate.
You've said 2 things. One is a lie.
One's a lie. Which one?
Yeah.
No problem at all chewing the steak. And then in parentheses, if you have dentures. This is an old person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So interesting.
Fixed income. Poor
Fixed income. Yeah, this is what they're eating. 3 stars. Good taste, but you ruined the container.
What
This
happened?
person's got complaints. The mashed potatoes used to come in their own section, walled off from the meat.
Oh.
You ruined it.
The only thing walled off is the fucking cinnamon apples?
Yeah, I think it's all floating around together now. Then this is the hubris here. I contacted you when you first did it. You contacted Banquet Meals and said, fix this, please, and they haven't listened to you.
Over $1.68.
It's $1.68. That's what I mean. Just fucking put your face in it. Don't even use a utensil. And just eat it all no matter what it's in a slurry.
Do it yourself. Make your own. Show us how to do it.
I contacted you when you first did it. Now there is Salisbury steak with mashed potatoes all smeared over it as if the mashed potatoes are gravy.
Okay.
They go on top. That's from it defrosting and then refreezing. It takes away from the delicious meat and meat gravy and renders the potatoes worthless. The delicious meat and meat gravy. Stop calling it meat, everybody. Call it the
meat.
Just say the Banquet brand Salisbury steak. That's accurate. We don't know what it is. Let's say that.
It's the byproduct.
Oh, yeah, the byproduct. That's a good way to put it. Byproduct. Renders the potatoes worthless. Next thing is all caps. You ruined it.
You did.
It's the second time they've used that as a standalone sentence. You've ruined. Every once in a while they just say that. And we no longer buy this when we used to buy it all the time.
Good Lord.
Holy shit. They did answer him, actually.
Really?
Or
What
her.
did banquet say?
Hello. We appreciate your loyalty and are sorry you're disappointed with Salisbury steak meal. We take your comments very seriously. Thank you for leaving this review, and we hope that you'll give us another try. This should just say, it's $1.68, fuckhead. What would you like us to do?
We're not investing more money in the packaging.
Yeah. You're lucky the steak isn't people meat. Let's just say that.
It's still $1.68. Yeah. This might be horse, you idiot.
You don't know. Whatever it is, be happy, because it's meat. 3 stars. Apples were very disappointing. Oh, the tablespoon of apples that you had were disappointed?
Yeah, you're worried about that?
I eat frozen meals quite often. Oh, boy, I'm sorry. And usually enjoy the banquet Salisbury steak meal. But the one I fixed today had barely any apples in it.
Okay.
Yeah, there were literally 2 bites. There's normally 2.5 bites.
That has been the problem since I was a child. The dessert is fucking great, and there's never enough of it.
You lick the compartment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or run your
I'm a
fingers
compartment
through it.
licker.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll lick the fuck out of that thing.
Yeah, that cherry shit was great.
Yeah, it's good. I have pictures showing the lack of apples. Well,
okay. It took a picture for banquet.
Why don't you give that to the Warren Commission, and they'll figure out this and JFK assassination together. Fucking idiot. Very disappointed in the quality today. All right. They didn't respond to that person. Not worth it. No. Yeah. 1 star, bad from start to finish is the title.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a banquet meal. Yeah. Hadn't tried one of these in eons, but need to regain some unintended weight. Regain some unintended weight. I guess from an unintended weight loss. So I thought I'd try one. Don't.
No,
the next
don't.
sentence. Horrible from start to finish. Meat unfit for human consumption.
Yes. It's got marks in it, too. I don't know why they do that.
They paint on little grill marks. Like that thing's been on a grill.
Stop it.
Like there's a guy outside. Oh, did you flip the Salisbury steaks? Hold on, let me get my tongs. It turns them all over and then brushes gravy on them.
It's less meat than a McRib. It's not meat.
A McRib is way better quality than this.
Absolutely.
Super, yeah. It also had tiny bone chips.
Uh-oh.
And then in parentheses, I'm an ER nurse. I know bone chips.
Okay, yeah.
Mashed potatoes turned into runny glue, and corn so dry it's misshapen. Yeah, that's what it does. It just dries to nothing, and then you eat it, and you go, if it only
That's what a microwave did to this.
Yeah. Usually you don't make your vegetables like that in a thing of water in the microwave from Frozen.
With a film over the top of it.
Yeah, that's weird that you had to slice a little tiny thing in with a knife. I like when they're like, make an X, and you're like, a full X or just like...
all the way across it or just in the middle?
Exactly, that's the other thing. Yeah, how far? Show me. Give me a diagram here. And then I lose my mind. The fruit apples included 5-minute cubes. 5-minute cubes? 5 little, I think is probably what they're trying to say. In a sludge of congealed sugar. Yeah, that's delicious. That's what you want. The little congealed sugar sludge. It's good. And then, much like the Holocaust, never again, they say. Okay. Will not be had. 1 star, pig trough, question mark?
That's what it's for. Yeah.
This was my teen's fave. Yes. Now, we buried him last week at the Bohemian Cemetery after his heart exploded from too many banquet meals. No, I'm kidding.
Cholesterol and too much sodium.
Now, I like... They say now he's had a couple. I think now that is what they're trying to say. But now he's had a couple that have been all mixed up. Corn, potatoes, meat, and dessert in what looks like a slop bin.
Well, it's all going to the same place.
That's what I mean. It is a slop bin. It's $1.68. Yeah. Just mix it together and eat it. All the kids refuse them now. We moved to another brand. Sad because he had graduated to the bigger meal. Oh, every parent,
big man meal now.
Every parent has one of those days that are warm in your heart. Your first step, first time on the bicycle, graduation from like high school, and when your kid moves on to the backyard barbecue, hungry man. That's the one that makes you go, you know what? We've done it.
He's a big man now.
He's a big boy now. Since I work till 11 p.m. 3 days a week, he eats TV dinners 3 nights a week. So he's in terrible health. My son's in terrible health is what he just said. 1 star. The steaks are disgusting. Yeah. The meat, which is a nasty mixture of multiple meat products, there you go, tasted worse than canned cat food. Don't exaggerate.
You haven't eaten canned cat food, have
you? Can't even smell canned cat food from less than 3 inches away. You'll throw up.
If you'll eat banquet, you'll probably eat canned cat food.
Oh, that's nasty. I've seen people try and they can't swallow it.
No,
they're just it just comes out. Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying.
So
that's
sad.
bad.
Yeah.
That's why they love this shit, I guess. That's where 5 stars came from. We purchased only the steaks and gravy and made our own mashed potatoes. They said, let's make this tonight. The look on your face when I said that. Jimmie's jaw dropped and his eyes got so wide. Like, they bought in the Salisbury steaks and then whipped up mashed potatoes and shit, along with a big salad. They got vegetables, chopped them, put them in a big fucking bowl and tossed it, and made this as the main course.
Toss this shit in the microwave.
Oh my God, you are doing it so wrong. Thank God we had enough potatoes and salad to make it a meal, because the quote unquote meat was totally deplorable and, in our family's opinion, not fit for human or even animal consumption.
Okay. They sell the family size of the pieces of steaks that you just buy the steaks and then you can make sides.
I know. I've seen the big boxes of them. We're supposed to make not a salad. If you're making a salad, make whatever else goes with it. Oh my God. 1 star. I ate this and it is bad is the title.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I ate this and I got sick and it was pretty disgusting. I started crying as I was expecting the nostalgia of a frozen meal. Being 80 years old, food poisoning is very dangerous, and my life was on the line.
He made it and started crying because it wasn't right, and then he ate it.
Good God.
Now he's really upset.
He's really, that's what he said. My whole family was on edge over a frozen meal that made me sick. This is extremely unprofessional, and while I lived, that moment will not be forgotten.
I'm sure
he almost was murdered by a Salisbury steak.
Why did you make that terrible choice in your 80s?
I remember being in the hospital on my bed praying for my life over this frozen meal. He was in the hospital over this.
$1.67 almost killed him.
Wow. I was not very happy about the meal either. The mashed potatoes were soggy and that's the least of your concerns.
He's got a gripe about the
He just said, aside from the dead baby I found on the ground with flies all over it, the rest of the place is nice. That's what he just said.
And it wasn't even tasty.
And spread out, and the steak was soggy and flavorless. I'm giving this 1 star today out of disgusting taste and life-scarring issue that happened.
Yeah.
My God.
Wow.
That is fucking absolutely remarkable. And then 1 star, yuck. All 4 exclamation points. Attempted the Salisbury steak dinner. Absolutely horrible. It should come with a roll of TP.
I want somebody on death row to choose this meal, hoping that it kills him before the needle.
Yeah. That would, well, we'll give him a day. We'll see what happens. I got to do this one too. 1 star. Dog food? ?
Maybe.
I had hoped that the geek chiefs would consider taste a top priority. The geek chiefs?
What is that?
What the fuck are they? Chefs, maybe?
Maybe chefs? Geek chefs?
I had hoped that the geek chiefs would consider, and then all caps, taste a top priority, the less common spelling PRY already.
Oh, yeah.
Double exclamation point. The next thing is a whole sentence, I'm going to say. Okay? Corn good.
Yeah.
Whole sentence with 2 caps, by the way. Corn and good. Corn good.
Okay.
Taters not so bad with real butter. Taters. Should have been apple sauce, not a tiny piece of fake apple. Meatless meat, ?
No, that's not sauce, man.
Yeah, it's
shit.
No. My dog would not eat it, and I have seen the critter eating out of the cat box.
Oh, Jesus, God.
Eat it out of the cat. A lot of people
Gross.
complaining that they changed it. A lot of people saying that there's bugs in it. That doesn't matter, though.
He eats cat shit. He won't eat this.
No, I need cheering up. What about you?
Oh, boy, I'm very sad.
Let's get our blood flowing here, Jimmie, with the personal item of the week, everybody.
Here we go.
It is I'll show you the picture before the description. Here you go, if you're ready for that.
Oh, my.
Yeah, it is a
bulbous.
Well, it's specifically a specific kind, as I'll get into.
Okay.
10.8-inch realistic big wolf dog dildo. It's a dog dick.
What?
It's a dog dick. So it's got the bump on the bottom, so you can't get away when you're turned backwards and all.
God, it's so veiny.
Big wolf dog dick dildo with extra large knot and suction cup. Thick silicone wolf monster XL dildo, long and wide dildo, anal huge toys for women and couples.
Arrest every person that has ordered this.
Yes, they especially if you knock on the door and a dog barks, kick that motherfucker down and take them away in cuffs because there's a problem.
Is this on Amazon?
This is on Amazon. There's different sizes. There's a 7.2, a 7.7, a 9.7, a 10.8, and a 13.2-inch dick. All sorts of different sizes.
Trying to fuck a Saint Bernard.
Yeah. This is the 10.8-inch here. Okay. $24.99 only on Amazon.
$25.
I just said only. What a bargain, everybody.
It is a good deal.
It's not a bad deal. It's 4.2 stars on Amazon here. And they say big knot design. This is the description.
Yeah.
This realistic wolf dildo features a big knot and lifelike head designed for advanced players seeking a fulfilling experience. It boasts a total of length of 10.8 inches and an insertable length of 7 inches, while the maximum width reaches 2.3 inches. That's at the ball thing. Indulge the fantasy with this giant, thick, and fat dildo.
What's the fantasy? Is
Getting
it to
fucked
fuck
by
a dog?
Yeah, it's to fuck a dog.
Arrested.
It's cuffs. Richard gives it 5 stars. Old Dick over here. Dick Wolf, he would be then at this point. Yeah. 5 stars. The title of the review is Track of the Wolf. Okay. Perfect anal toy. He ordered the 7.2-inch version.
Okay, yeah.
Perfect anal toy. I ordered the small size, and then in parentheses, wolf pup. In case you want a young wolf to fuck you. Yeah. Just to check size, quality of materials, and other details. Make sure it's like a dog's.
Maybe I'll get the leader of the pack next time.
Maybe. You never know. Fingers crossed. Now that I'm completely satisfied with all details, I will be ordering the alpha male pack leader next time. That's why I was like, I knew that was coming. That's why I'm like, I don't want to say it yet. That's exactly what it's called.
Unbelievable.
Yep, 100% perfect for me.
Okay.
Ty, 5 stars. Huge. Feels great. That's the title.
God.
Yeah. Feels great. Huge in my ass. Feels great. Really filling, especially when you haven't had anything in the back door for over a month, if you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about out there. Haven't had anything in there, I went straight to this monster just a few hours after I got it. I'm not a warm-up type of guy.
No.
I like that. I don't warm it up. I go, what do you got there? What is that, a fucking traffic cone? Right up my ass. No warming it up. Right up my ass.
Oh, fuck a fire hydrant. I'm not scared.
I don't care. And I don't need a warm. Nothing back there for a month. Watch me hop on it. I'm going to spit on it, too. I don't even need no lube. My ass is fucking rugged. I got down to the knot, but hopefully tomorrow I can take the entire thing. I'm not so sure, though. This thing is huge. The length is what might stop me from getting over the knot. He got the 13.2-inch version.
God.
That's the full dildo. Andy also 13.2-inch, 5 stars. Wow. Mm-hmm. I can't take it to the knot, which is, I believe, a Rolling Stones song, isn't it?
Take it to the knot.
I
think it's a Motley Crue
song. Yeah, I think it might be. I think you're right about that. Poison. It's a Poison song. Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit.
But he says, quote, I'll keep trying. He's going to take it. Again, that's the 13.2. Next up, 5 stars, 7.2-inch version.
Wow.
So many surprises. Always, around every corner. I decided to start with this one as I feel I'm never quite sure of what I'm going to get despite sellers giving full and accurate dimensions. What does it feel like in my ass is what I'm wondering.
I need an accurate description of the feeling.
I need that. I wanted to try this one because of everything going on at the base. I wanted the knot at the bottom
lock.
there. The lock in place. The shaft is on the thin side and really flexible, which had me concerned at first, but once I got started, it was no problem.
Oh, boy.
The knot at the bottom is a very welcome addition, but what really blew my mind was the way they designed the base to be part of the fun. It really stretches you out without going too far.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't. Is that what you want?
Is that what?
I think that's what he's going for here.
It's a padlock at the base, right?
Yeah. So
what if you get stuck?
I think that's what nature had intended. I think that's.
Is that the idea?
The nature. Part of it is going to the hospital, Jimmy. That's part of the fun. Don't you know how these things work? I highly recommend this toy, especially if you play alone and ride it vigorously.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. Okay. RJ gives 5 stars. He has, or she, whatever, has a picture of 3 of them lined up in different sizes. The big one is
$75 for that picture.
Yeah, $75 worth of dicks.
Yeah.
The big one is way bigger than the others,
it's
too.
enormous.
Like in thickness and everything else. 3's a charm, is what this person wrote. Yeah. I bought all 3, and I know what I'll be doing on weekends, LOL.
Yeah.
Getting fucked by a dog, haha.
Gearing up.
Left to right, we have the 9.7, the 10.8, and the 13-inch.
Right.
I'm no beginner, but this guy will have to practice to be able to play with this big boy 13-inch. That's your big boy right there, like Seinfeld there.
Imagine.
That's your big boy.
Typing that into the internet.
Big boy is all caps, by the way.
Yeah, of course it is.
Your big boy 13-inch. Mm-hmm. That's fucking hilarious. The 9.7 is the perfect one to start. Mm-hmm. And work your way up to the 10.8 if you can last that long. If you're not a fucking pussy. You're not a punk bitch, I guess. They're all high quality and easy to clean up when you're done. I would give them a medium firmness, which is perfect because you never want to injure your bottom.
Right.
You don't want it to be made of stone. Come on. 5 stars. It's huge, not for beginners.
No.
I did not expect this thing to be this big, and it's scary to see in person.
Boy, oh boy.
I obviously got hard immediately, but not what I anticipated. That's what it fucking says.
The front side,
obviously.
the reaction, yeah.
But my asshole puckered up like a...
Yeah.
I spit out a diamond afterwards. It was wild. I got the 10-inch one, and that big part is like a fist popping inside you.
Oh, boy.
Haven't even tried it out, but the shaft is as big as my bombshell toy for comparison. I don't know what that means. Okay. 4 stars. This is much bigger than you realize.
Yeah.
Listen.
You guys, calm down. It's too much.
You're going to need to know some stuff here. It's big, too big for me to take the knot, sadly. But there's no comma, so it's just take the knot, sadly. He wants to take it while he's sad, and he can't do it. Yeah. I had to buy the 10-inch one to knot it, to get over the knot. Knotting, I guess knotting it is that's the slang here. Right. That being said, the girth of this thing is very nice, and it's extremely smooth, no texture. There is veins in it. We saw it.
It's veiny as fuck.
It's real veiny, so it's better for stretching than pleasure. Also, just a note that they are not silicone, so they aren't very squishy.
Got it.
I guess that's good. 3 stars, pretty good.
Not bad.
Pretty good here. Here we go.
That's all he got?
Pretty good. No, for 7.2 inch. I purchased this a few days ago, and when it arrived, I was absolutely delighted. It actually fits quite snug in my anus.
I'll bet it does. Yeah.
That's delightful, yeah. Haven't been able to fit the knot yet. I have tried sitting on it sideways, shoving it in as hard as I can. I got a couple
body weight.
I got a neighbor to come over and kick it as hard as he could a couple of times. I got one of those, and a neighbor come hit it with his car. That didn't work.
My own body weight couldn't get this thing inside.
Couldn't do it. But no luck.
Yeah.
I think later tonight I'll try lube. You did this without lubing? What the fuck? Oh, my God. You masochistic son of a bitch. Yes, try lube.
My neighbor across the street with a dirt bike. He has a real strong right foot.
I figured, what the hell?
His daughter plays soccer. I'm going to let him take turns kicking this thing.
I hired an ex-heavyweight champion of the world to give it a right cross. That didn't work.
But no lube.
No lube. But overall, the product is really well made. Wish the shaft was a little harder and the knot was more squishy. Mm-hmm. Overall, I like the coloring. It's the coloring of a dog's dick.
It's like red.
Oh, my God. That is disturbing. 4 stars, 7.2 inch.
Guy kicking.
I'd say... Yeah, I tried shoving it in there. Weird, no lube. I guess you are a beginner. You don't even know to put lube in your ass. 4 stars. Size was great.
Yeah.
It's a small toy, but it fits really well. Just a bit small, the 7.2-inch one. Fits like a glove.
Like a glove.
Like a glove. I would hope it would.
Didn't even need a friend.
No. I put it in, walked around, it was falling out of my asshole. It's just too small. Oh, my God. I like this here. Luke with 3 stars. Halfway so far. Thanks for the update there.
Let you know when I finish.
This is the 13.2-inch. Mm-hmm. So I've gotten into using toys a few months ago. Most of the toys are about 2 inches wide and 8 inches long, and I always felt like I could go bigger. You know what I mean? When you feel like you're not accomplishing, living up to your full potential. Yeah, I could go bigger. So I wanted to step it up and actually get up to 5 and get a big one, and this is huge. I'm sure this is a 1-to-1 scale of werewolves. Well,
those
werewolves
don't exist,
so no,
sir. You dummy.
No,
you mean
he wants
wolves.
to be. He's fantasizing about being raped by a werewolf, this person. Yeah. So this toy is that it's really, really hard to get in because of the tip. I tried every position I could think of to get it in, and nothing worked until I tried a doggy-style wall approach. Well, that makes perfect sense. That the doggy-style would make it go in.
With the doggy thing.
I also used a stretcher and a stretcher.
I
didn't know that was not laying on one. You're going to need one after you use it, though.
Yeah.
And a smaller size of one of these beforehand, so I felt like I could do it, and I did it. It felt amazing.
God.
At first, I was surprised I got past it, and it also came with this amazing feeling that it went in, and I was so shocked it popped out, which made me feel even more amazing. Then I popped it in again and decided to see how deep I can go, and I got about halfway to the knot. Definitely going to keep practicing, but hoping one day I get a machine that does it for me.
Oh, boy.
Get a fuck machine here.
Don't get a machine. Your body can't handle that.
Then finally, last 2 stars. Incorrect description. Oh no, it's not dog enough like for him. Not furry.
Yeah. It's not Red Rocket enough.
Come on, man. 7.2-inch dildo he bought here. There is nowhere near 7 inches long. It is 5.5 to 6 inches total, 4 usable inches, because they mean with the suction cup, I think. Right. It's not soft and flexible. It's incredibly hard and painful. Do not waste your money. Scam.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's painful, you couldn't get more of this in there if you want it.
That's what I mean. How big do you want it?
Why?
Yeah, this thing hurts you.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. 1 star, don't buy from Henry.
Why?
Well, 7-point-whatever-inch one here. Yeah. I really did want to love it, but it's not a safe toy. It's not a safe toy. There is not enough room after the knot. Also, the material is hard and isn't a great texture. And then this is another one of those otherwise. Yeah. Otherwise, it's a good size, and this is the scariest thing we've heard all day here. And I love the concept. I love the fantasy of being mounted by a wolf, but you know what? It's just really hard to get one to do it before they eat you. So
this is the only way we can do this without incarceration.
Without incarceration or having our fucking veins ripped out of our neck by a fucking rabid wolf. So there you go, everybody.
Shit.
We've had a good time, a scary good time. We have buried ourselves. We've eaten a terrible meal, and then
fucked ourselves like a dog.
We fucked ourselves doggy style, everybody.
Holy hell.
It's been a lot of fun. Please, if you like the show, check out the other 2 shows. We do Crime and Sports and Small Town Murder. They're just what they sound like. Right. True crime comedy. Also, definitely follow on all of the social media sites. Keep hanging out with us. We'll be back week after week. You can't stop us even if you wanted to, goddammit. Yeah. We're coming with more dildos and everything else. Have a good one, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Follow Your Stupid Opinions on the Wondery app, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen to every episode of Your Stupid Opinions ad-free by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts. Before you go, tell us about yourself by completing a short survey at Wondery.com/survey.